Hi, this is Martha Wainwright, and you're watching NME.com. This is my first record in a while, in about 4 years. My first record of my own songs in about 4 years, and a lot's happened in between. I knew that when I became pregnant and when I was touring the Piaf record, which was the last record that I made a couple of years ago, that I wanted to start working on a record of my own songs very soon after, and as soon as was possible to do. And I think that once I was able to pick up the guitar again after losing my mother, she died, and you know, obviously for months after she died, I couldn't really write any songs because it was like, you know, you'd pick up the guitar and it'd fall down on the ground in tears and in a puddle, and it was not going to happen. But once the initial shock wore off, and I was really motivated to make another record. Come home to mama, come home to mama now. We recorded a lot of the record in Sean Lennon's house, you know, because Yuka, the record was produced by Yuka C. Honda from Chibamato, and Yuka and Sean generally always live together, however they sort of cut it. And they all sort of work and do their projects in and around this living room that we would sort of mark out time for every week. So, okay, well, Yuka has it, you know, for the next 4 days, so, you know, let's use the studio during that time. And I would sit in a closet, surrounded by sometimes like Sgt. Pepper coats, it seemed like. I could only imagine what some of these amps had been used on. You know, it was kind of exciting. We felt the need to use pledge music, which is sort of like a Kickstarter thing, to help me to tour and to get out there and to play these songs in front of people. There are places that I think people would like me to come, but sometimes it's just not feasible. And this is a way to get to some of those smaller cities and to make the connection with the fans that are there, and hopefully make new fans, and to start the relationship between me and American fans, which would be, you know, I think it's important if it can happen. The European tour will start at the very end of November, and I think it's going to start, and I think it'll start in London. We'll do the Shepherd's Bush Empire, and I think like the 29th of November or something in there, and we're going to do Birmingham, Manchester, Bristol, I believe, and then we'll move over onto the continent for a few shows, and then of course we'll be back in the new year, and probably in the spring, and then do the festivals. So there'll be lots of England. There'll be lots of English sandwiches up and down the motorway, and pints.